When we're injured or sick, doctors can get us going again. But what happens when physicians are faced with something they've never seen before? An Arkansas teen suddenly found himself in such a predicament. In today's Health, Dr. T. Glenn Pate shares his story and the creativity behind this kid's recovery.
Life can change in an instant. Michael Javicki knows that all too well. He was riding his motorcycle through an intersection when he ran into the side of a woman's Jeep.
I actually don't remember much after hitting the brakes. I remember seeing her, just begin to cross my lane and then pulling in the clutch and the brake.
Michael sustained 3 major injuries: a broken hip, a severed ulnar nerve, and the most alarming, 5 inches of the humerus bone in his upper right arm had actually separated and came out of his body.
The injury stunned doctors and surgeons at UMS who had never seen anything like it. Since the piece was so large, doctors had several obstacles. At first, it was thought Javicki would either lose the arm, lose all function of it, or would have to have it greatly shortened.
Any bone you put in there has to have circulation. If you have a missing small piece, you don't necessarily have to have circulation. But such a big piece, unless we put bone in there with circulation, the reconstruction will not likely work. So without this, the arm, without restoring this bone, obviously the arm is going to be completely flailed and it'll be almost, non-functional.
Dr. James Ewan and Asfar Hassan came up with another solution.
Reconstruct that bone defect by taking a portion of the small leg bone and moving it up into the arm.
A person can function normally without the fibula bone, so doctors used a portion of it to replace a section of bone Javicki was missing. The ulnar nerve, a large nerve that powers the small muscles in the hand, had already been operated on.
Over the first year, basically, it has regenerated, and it's gone all the way back down to my fingertips, and so I can still feel very light touch like that, but it's still tingly, and so it's not quite the same, but I do have feeling.
Some fine motor skills like spreading out his fingers are still difficult, but Javicki can straighten and rotate his arm. While the healing process will be a long one, Javicki has already seen many aspects of life return to normal and is looking forward to the future. For today's THV and UAMS, I'm Dr. T. Glenn Pate.
See Dr. T. Glenn Pate's reports every Tuesday night here on the THV 10 o'clock difference.